Welcome back to my channel. This is Jacqueline Edwards, and as always, I am delighted you are here. Thanks for watching the videos, for sharing the content, and for leaving your comments. Now, it was because of the viewers' feedback that really asked me to explain the difference between the characteristics and the value. So this video is dedicated to that viewer just wanting to understand what is the difference between the characteristics and our values. And I do want to just remind us that I am going off the premise of the blessing of the Lord, that He blesses us to be fruitful, to multiply and replenish the earth. And I've been camping around the area of the blessing to be fruitful. And I think you get the gist by now that God thinks we're so valuable to Him. That's why He sent His Son to die for us. We were created in His image, but He doesn't want just Him knowing why He died for us. He wants us to know how valuable we are to God. And in knowing that, in understanding that, we can walk in truth, we can walk in wisdom, we can walk in confidence, we can walk with excitement and light in this earth. So I have really been spending a lot of time talking about characteristics. And I think you get the idea by now, and I've shared my personal story that I was very conscious of who I was up until 2018. But there was a major shift that happened when I came back from Jamaica, and the Lord said to me, write down your characteristics. Write it down. I didn't obey at the time, but when I finally did, I sat in my car and I had a journal and I wrote down. But let me back up just a little bit. Before I started writing, it took me a very long time because I had an idea who I have been, but I have not spent time to write it down on paper. And partly because, growing up in Jamaica, they say self-praise is no recommendation, right? So I was waiting for somebody from somewhere to tell me I was loyal, to tell me I'm an enthusiast, right? To tell me that I'm a futurist, to tell me I'm an encourager, to tell me I'm a forward-thinking person. I was waiting for someone to validate me. But in that moment, I realized that God has already validated me. God has already gave me a blueprint, right? And I've shared with you, I started looking over my life. The Lord said, look over your life. Who have you been to your children? Who have you been to your family? Who have you been to your friends? See that pattern year after year after year. How have you been showing up? So when I started writing down, I was amazed at the things I was writing. What if I was waiting for someone to tell me these things? I would still be walking around doing these things, but not conscious and aware and walking with this amount of joy and energy and light and love and appreciation for what God has deposited in me. So fast forward from then, from 2018 to now, is where you start to see in value. You start to see the things that you value, the things that you place importance on, right? So just really think about these things with me. What do you place importance on? Your children, right? You value community. You like to have a space of belonging where you feel loved, where you just have, that's your sacred space, right? You value money. You value money because you love financial security. You like to pay your bills and not worry, right? You value having a reliable car, right? Which is why you go and make sure everything is done. You don't wait until it breaks down before you start checking on things, right? So you value peace. You value peace. You value good friendships, right? Yes, these are the things you place value on. So when you really think about it, we are just a bundle of blessings, a bundle of so much things, attributes, and not just to mention that, but what about the gifts? What about the talents that's all inside of us? And I use the analogy of a barrel, right? When I was a little girl, we would get this barrel, which is this big round things, right? They will send from America, from Canada, from England. And in these barrels were all these different food items. I mean, it was like Christmas time, no matter what time we get these barrels, whether it be peas or this and rice and this and all these different things in one container. That is our body. Our body have all these gifts, these attributes. Everything is inside that one container. And the Lord is saying, all I want you to do is know who you are. All I want us to do is to know who we are, know what's important to us. And I'll tell you this, when you know what you place value on, oh, it makes life so much easier because you understand why you make the decisions you make. I don't know if it's not exciting for you, but it's really exciting for me because, sometimes we struggle to understand, why do I do the things we do? Why do I do the things we do? I'll share this, I value time. If you tell me to meet you at 10 o'clock, I'm coming at 9:30. I value being in time. That kind of goes in line with my peace because I don't like to rush, right? I like to be on time. So I'm just like cruising. I can take my time on the highway. I can just like, yes, I have enough time to come if I need to use the restroom, whatever I need to do. I'm not rushing. So that ties into time. It ties into my peace, a peace of mind. I also like when somebody tells me that they're coming on time, I value that as well. So I value people's word, right? Yes. So a lot of things kind of help us now to understand. Say, for example, with the time, so if you're that person with the time factor and somebody just don't respect your time, you realize that there's a tension within you, right? And that tension is telling you that you and this person don't connect in this area. So what I'm basically saying is, as we come to know who we are and know all the things that God has placed inside of us, it helps us to live life more peacefully. It helps us to make decisions. It helps us just to really sit and just be like, God, you are so good, because I have found so many things within me that you have placed in me. So in the end, my friend, the blessing to be fruitful is to really just embrace, internalize, and just really take a moment day after day after day to just be conscious, to be grateful of everything you find within yourself, who you are, and show up that way, right? So I am just so grateful. I am just so grateful. And the reason why I'm grateful, when I go out into the world, when I wake up in the morning, I wake up me. I wake up all my characteristics. I wake up all my values. I wake up my gifts. I wake up my talents. I wake them up. So when I'm out in the world and I'm engaging with people, I am full of life and excitement because I am not blind to what God has deposited in me. I am fully alive and conscious, and it's awake and it's ready to say hello. Hello today. Hello, hello, hello. Here I am. Here is this bundle of joy who God has created me to be. So I just pray that this just bless you. I pray that this week that you will just really take some time to really go within yourself and say, Lord, tell me about me. Who am I? Write down what you know. Write down how you have showed up for people. Write down how you have showed up for your children, at your church, and just really bring it to life. Enjoy it. Enjoy God's free gift to you. Be conscious of it. Walk out in boldness. Walk out in boldness that our Father loves us so much that He has put so much inside of us. So I hope this message blesses you. I hope that you understand where we're trying to go. That going into 2025, we are going into it just with so much joy, so much love, and so much light. And so may God continue to bless you. You have a fantastic week. Until next time, take care.